So it's Father's Day weekend, and I wanted to do something for my dad beyond just, the shirt and tie, the uh, the barbecue grill, things like that. The stuff we typically do for fathers. And so I was thinking about Green Hall, and wanted to share, I guess, three different things and tell you about it. Uh, Being 41 years old has given me some life experience and perspective. And so there are things that I have considered and realized at this point in my life that I never thought about when I was younger. Uh, when my mom and dad got married, fairly young, my mother was the primary caretaker for her five siblings. And it was a major responsibility for her already, and also a major responsibility for him to step into, not just to become a husband, but to help her share the responsibility of caring for her brothers and sisters. And, it's a major thing. There are people I know now, who, if a woman has one child, she's off the list. She's not in consideration. But she had five siblings, and talk about instant family. But he did it. He loved her enough and had enough love to overflow beyond her and love her family. And that says a lot to me. So I appreciate him having an abundance of love in his heart, not just for mom, but for family and people in general. Once you get to know him, you realize that. Something else that I really considered was remembering as a kid, asking for different things and being disappointed sometimes when he would say, no, I can't do it, or, I don't have that money. And, being bothered, being upset about it. And then, looking back at it and realizing that there were times when he turned down my request for frivolous so that there would never be any question about the necessary things. What we needed, we had. Sometimes we got the things we just extrally wanted, but extrally, I just made that up, don't judge me. Sometimes we got those things, but our needs, the things we needed, we had those things. And so I appreciate him having the courage to say no when it was necessary, so that the necessary things would never be in doubt. Again, perspective. And also, my dad was a truck driver. He's been a truck driver off and on most of his life. And having been my motivation to eventually obtain my license and drive and, burn that diesel, I really, had the experience of being on the road, traveling, making your deliveries, and not having someone over your shoulder. If you get the load there, you get it there intact. Nobody worries about what you do, when you leave, when you stop. A lot of independence there, especially as an independent operator, like he was. A lot of good money. And then he let that go and took a job at GP, which was Champion back in the day. He gave up his independence and his freedom in his work life, something he really loved to do. There's no insurance for that when you're a business person, an independent business person. And you're always on the go. You're always on the move. You have to take that into consideration in order for him to make sure that we had, insurance, could go to the doctor if and when we needed to be able to not be on the go all the time, to be able to be there for school events and, different things that really mattered in our lives, to be there, to be available. He took a regular job. And again, perspective, really knowing what he gave up, because I experienced it, gives me a deeper appreciation of what he did. And so I appreciate his personal sacrifice for our sake. It's Father's Day weekend, and just wanted to say those things, share the perspective that I've gained, and really appreciate the real things about my dad this Father's Day weekend, and to say I love you, Dad, and hope we have a lot more of these days. And I'll be down there to get that tree out the backyard this week. Have a good one.